Where? Oh, I know. That's better. What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your huggable hipster here, and welcome back to today's tea talk, where my roots are coming in. Just hide the roots, honey. Hide the roots. I need to get my hair done again. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Happy holidays to those who are celebrating, and happy just weekday if you guys aren't. So today we have 3 stories that we're going to be covering. There is one thing that I want to mention before that we get into the tea talk, because I want to put this aside. I just want to get this over with, because I always get hate whenever I talk about Senugri. So I thought I might as well get over talking about it now, so that way the comments can just, you know, start having a bit of an influx, and then I can get Twitter notifications, and then I have to block people, and then, you know, it's just a big mess. I don't have haters. I just have people who, you know, are a bit passionate in the way that they love. Again, all articles will be down in the description below for your viewing pleasure, so you guys can read up, understand, do your research. Not like a lot of you will do your research, but one can hope. Very sassy today. I haven't even had coffee today. I've been having peach Snapple, but I haven't even opened this yet because I haven't been like hungry enough to. You guys ever had that feeling where it's like you want to eat but you're not hungry enough? I've been having this lately. It's Boom Chicka Pop. Some of my most favorite stuff. Not sponsored. Boom Chicka Pop. Get on that shit. I want to be sponsored. I don't know why I'm so sassy today. It's a Snapple. It's making me a certain way. So in the entire case that I am seeing right now that is updated on Senugri and Burning Sun, Roy Kim, all of those guys, there have been requests for a arrest warrant for Senugri. And additional arrest warrants are being, you know, requested and everything like that by police currently. In another article that I found, there was one stating that K-pop singer Jung Young, who allegedly filmed sex videos in secret and shared them on social media chat rooms, has been indicted, the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office said Tuesday. And for those of you who are unsure or do not know what indicted means, it means that you were formally accused of or charged with a serious act or crime. It also states here in the article that Jung was indicted on charges of violating the Act of Special Cases concerning the punishment, etc. of sexual crimes. Which are so many people who say in my videos, who will like DM me, who I then block because, you know, they just act like children, who is, oh, where can I find these articles? Where can I find these so-called articles that you link in your videos? I'm like, they're in the description, boo. All you gotta do is, you know, click or tap on the description box, and it'll show you everything, you know, every single time. I always state this every single time. I put the links down in the description so you guys can not only read and cite me, you know, all that kind of thing. Like with the research that I do, I make sure I show you guys all the receipts of where I get everything. That way it's coming from all different sources. Now, some sources may be a little bit more biased than others, but I take sources that are biased, not biased, and split down the middle so you guys can see from every single angle. It's how someone who does well thought out research goes about doing things, for whether it be a tea talk, a news broadcast, anything really. That's what Philip DeFranco does. Why do you think he has so many links in his description? Because he is using all of the information from biased people, from non-biased, from straight down the middle to conservative, what have you, whatever the news source may be, he is looking at it from his perspective and the way he wants to research things, and which is kind of the way I take stuff and how I set my example for how I want to research. Ever since college, I always take the biased thing, the unbiased thing, and if there are opinions that are somewhere meeting in the middle, then I take that as well. And that's how you form this thing called an opinion. Gosh golly darn it, it's one of those things that you have once you do a lot of reading and, you know, educate yourself well. Oh, an opinion. I remember when you could have one of those. But let's get into some gaming articles, shall we? Let's get into some PlayStation 5 details. Now, it states here in the article that Sony has teased the first details for its next generation console during an interview with Wired. In this interview, PlayStation 4 lead system architect Mark Cerny, or Kearney, I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, spoke out about on the PS4 successor, most likely named PlayStation 5, but that has yet to be confirmed. I'm sorry, I'm just pointing this out. This is just like a little brain fart, if you will. You don't have even the name for the new system down, but you already have the games that you want to put on it. You already have like the specs, everything done. You just haven't named it. In the interview, Kearney confirmed that the next gen PlayStation is partially based on PS4 architecture, which means that it is backwards compatible. That's a good thing. I mean, you know, taking it from Xbox, but it's a good thing. Because, as we all know, PS4 does not have backwards compatibility, so this is a very good thing that they are making into the system. As indicated by Kearney as a gentle one, adding the numerous games will be released for both PS4 and next-gen console. The description of gentle transition indicates that the PS5 will be an iteration on the PS4, instead of being drastically different the way the PS3 was from its predecessor. So you can have the BS4, the BS4, Untend that. Oh, the PS4. Could be a lot of BS going on, you never know. So you could have the PS4 as just a standalone console. You wouldn't really need to upgrade then to the PS5, which makes me think, are they only doing this for the compatibility, the backwards compatibility, or are they doing it for a more grandiose reason? Do they just want to keep up with Xbox? What's going on here? I would love to know. So before I get into the next article, I want to quickly go over what their prediction is for the PS5's release. It states here that it is also unclear when Sony plans to launch a PS5. In May 2018, Sony's head of PlayStation, John Codera, said that the new PlayStation was 3 years off. We will use this next 3 years to prepare the next step, he said, to crouch down so that we can jump higher in the future. This next article that we're going to get into is just, the title says it all really. Cancelled Aliens RPG was like a terrifying Mass Effect. The game for Aliens for mobile ended up being cancelled. Gee, I wonder why. The article is by Shabana Arif. Thank you so much for the article, for putting it out there. I really appreciate it because I was waiting and looking and searching for Alien Isolation news and everything, and I couldn't find it until I found this article. So Arif, thank you so much for posting this. I don't know this person. I'm just saying thank you to them. It states here in the article that Chris Avalon shares the details on Obsidian's canceled RPG Aliens Crucible, which I didn't think that was the name of it, but okay. Which got as far as a really cool prototype. Speaking to VG 24/7 about his time at Obsidian and about the cancelled Aliens RPG, Avalon said that rough comparison of the gameplay would be basically Mass Effect, but more terrifying. He added that the studio's relationship with Sega deteriorated to the point that eventually the title was cancelled. It also states here that we wanted to make it, but by that point, Sega, I think, was the publisher-manager relations had just gotten to a point where they were just tired of dealing with Obsidian. Everyone working on Aliens Crucible was really excited about it. It was shaping up to be a really cool game. The prototype was really cool, but then Sega's like, nope. The plot would have seen the players travel to an alien planet where they'd find one of the engineers' ships, a Valley of Creation, and the weapons testing facility. As the player enters the atmosphere, they discover the planet is unstable and the crew becomes separated. Avilion explained that the plot was somewhat similar to the movie Prometheus, something he'd only discovered after watching the film when it was released. I don't even know what word to use, honestly, because I don't feel like anything can really live up to Alien Isolation of what the horror that somebody felt of that game was. And now for our next story, the one that y'all PlayStation people are going to be excited about because, you know, people who have Xboxes don't matter in this scenario. Naughty Dog offers a promising update for Last of Us Part 2 development update. Update. She takes a shot every time she says update. It states here in the article that The Last of Us Part 2 is one of the most anticipated PS4 games of the moment, but things have been pretty quiet since the game's E3 2018 gameplay reveal, and also when it was released earlier of last year. I remember a reaction that Daz Games did to the trailer, which was a little bit before the E3 conference of 2018, and I think it was actually in 2017 that they actually released the first teaser trailer for the game, and then in 2018 we had the conference, and that's when we saw the first teaser playthrough of it, and now we're just like, oh, it's actually done. Everything, it's all finished. The game is coming to a finish. However, developer Naughty Dog has now offered a small glimpse into the post-apocalyptic game's developmental progress. Creative director Neil Druckmann tweeted an image of the game's final script page, and the page simply reads, "Cut to black, the end." His caption, meanwhile, states, "The team has finished shooting that scene." The image comes just a few days after Druckmann posted an image on Instagram stating Laura Bailey, who plays as yet unknown character, has wrapped her shooting schedule on the project. It therefore appears that Naughty Dog has finished or is close to finishing shooting its motion capture scenes. I don't understand one thing though. If they're just now finishing with a lot of the motion capture scenes, what scenes were they doing for the trailer? Was that just a teaser from something that they had done way earlier, and now they're just releasing it because they knew that they were going to put out a second game, so they're like, oh, let's like kind of pre-record this to an extent, let's put this out as something, as a really big teaser. And the thing is that I really hope for the PS4 PS5 fans out there that it lives up to the hype that you all anticipate and that you all really are excited about, because this game, oh my god, it has been drawn out for so long that I feel like you guys deserve a banger. You guys deserve something that's gonna be really, really good. But you guys know what time it is. It's time for our Korean word of the day, and our Korean word of the day is kage. Kage means store. So if you're going to a store in Korea, you're going to a kage. So it would be kind of funny if you were to introduce yourself in Korean to someone. 안녕하세요. 저는 가게입니다. I am a store. Language jokes, you know, just full of them. 입니다 means I am called this, so you would be called a store. Get it? 저는 가게. Oh, no, that's iStore. iStore. I mean, Apple already probably has that. The iStore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tea talk. If you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe, hit the bell down below, hit those notifications, please, because I make videos whenever I damn well please. It's not a set time or anything like that. So if you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to hit them notifications. Subscribe. It's a click or a tap away depending on what kind of device you're on. Stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.